Back here at Edgar High School, where the scoreboard reads 26-26 at the break. It's been a very even contest thus far. As I was just talking to Phil Hartley a little bit during the halftime break and saying that there was moments during the game where the score was tied, the fouls were tied, the turnovers were tied. You can't really ask for two more closely matched teams than we've seen so far here in half number one. Let's take a look at some of the individual and team statistics. First of all, for Betty Urmanski's Edgar Wildcats, they've been led in scoring by McKenna Gooden. She leads all scorers with 11 points. 9 for Gabby Keim. And then after that, 3 different girls with 2 points apiece. Marissa Ellenbecker, Teresa Hackel, and Kaylee Davis. From the free throw line, the Wildcats were 7 for 9 for 78%. And they turned it over unofficially 11 times. For the Assumption Royals, 6 different players getting into the scoring column, led by Maddie Bone with 8 points, as well as Sammy Nelson. 4 for Kendall Schmidt, and also 3 different girls with 2 points apiece, Jessie Grunhofer, Natalie Weisenbeck, and Maria Hartley. Royals 5 for 8 from the free throw line for 63%, and they turned it over 8 times. JV contest tonight, that was a good one as well, as the Royals were down by 4 in the final seconds. They had a 3-point shot that was partially blocked, and when they did get the ball back, they ended up trailing it by 4 and just simply ran out of time and ended up losing it 37-32 after a free throw made by the Wildcats. So the Edgar Wildcats victorious 37-32 in JV action, while the varsity squads are tied at 26 apiece. And just a reminder, I get to come back and do the honors for the Lincoln High School boys basketball squad on Friday night, as I'll be at the field house as they take on a team I like to call 3 Dubs, the Wausau West Warriors. And that'll be at 7:15, our broadcast time, probably about 7:10 or thereabouts on AM 1320 WFHR, just like this game, as well as on the World Wide Web, WFHR.com and ZaleskiSports.com. And we're grateful to have Steve Maves sitting alongside with Zaleski Sports, and also Don Chesborough back at our studios, engineering the broadcast from there, and also Gene Deliscio for his halftime activities for us as well. So a cast of thousands, and we're happy to be ready for the start of half number 2, where it'll be Royal basketball as they now head towards AM 1320 on your radio dial. And doing the honors for the Royals, looks like we're going to have the starting 5 back out on the court. Nelson, Hartley, Weisenbeck, Grundhofer, and Bone. Bone straight away. Thought about the 3-ball, took it to the basket instead, and it was a good choice by Maddie as nobody stopped her, and she just simply kissed it off the glass for 2. So the Royals turn their first possession into points, lead it by 2 as Edgar will run their first offensive set of the second half. Manecki swings it around. Her right side, Ellenbecker. Left-hand dribble. She goes down the paint, almost loses it. Goes out, long 3-ball on the way, no. Battling for it is the Wildcats. That was Hosley with it. Put up the shot, no. But the rebound is secured by Hackel. They'll reload the offense. Ball's poke checked away. Bone almost picked up her third. Put up a jump off the glass. 3 attempts. Finally it goes for Gabby Keim, and she now has 11 points. Royals very fortunate for especially Maddie Bone that she didn't pick up her third personal right there in the first minute of half number 2. Sammy Nelson dribbling it on top. Finally swings on the left side to Weisenbeck, who promptly throws it into the hands of the Wildcats. Left hand, runner with the left hand by Ellenbecker. It's hard to believe she's only got 4 points here tonight. She just seems like she's got about 18. 30-28 right now in favor of Edgar, as Nelson will dribble it all the way from the right side to the left side to the baseline and then finally turn around and give it to Bone. Maddie outside the arc, goes to the basket, dips underneath, puts up the shot off the glass, no, goes to the floor, ball free, picked up down there by Ellenbecker. Here come the Cats, and then losing it off her foot is Gooden. Turnover number 12 on the Cats. Nelson, top of the wheel, free throw line, left side, Weisenbeck. Looks to go baseline, cut off there by Gooden. Reloaded on top in the hands of Bone. Back to Weisenbeck, down low, Grundhofer. Dip under, left hand, good. Just Grundhofer. Nice little drop step that time to finish it off the glass and tie things at 30. 15:32 left in the contest here from Edgar. It has been a dandy. Into the front court come the Wildcats. Manecki with the basketball on the right wing. Dribble it once, look for a little pass on the inside, put up the shot, and then the rebound. Edgar can't hang on to it. It'll be Royals basketball. Going to the floor that time on the hard drive was Ellenbecker, but just couldn't quite convert. Kendall Schmidt will come in, as will Kayla Kirkman. So Hartley will take a seat, as will Sammy Nelson for the Royals. And Assumption will see what they can do with this 30-30 score. 15-10 to go. Kirkman in some trouble in the back end, and Manecki just picked up her third personal.
Every foul, number 0, Skylar Manecki, her third, team's first.
And Manecki now with 3 personal fouls, 1 team foul on Edgar. Long pass that isn't long enough, and Hackle with the INT. Go to the basket, and a foul going to be whistled on the Royals. That's going to be on Natalie Weisenbeck. Her first, her second, team's first, I should say. So Gooden, who is 4 for 4 from the free throw line, and is tied for Keim with scoring honors to shoot 2. And she now has the scoring honors as she knocks down the first one. Sophomore Maria Hosley back into the ball game for Coach Ermansky. 3 dribbles, 1 spin, and rims it in. It rattled a bit, used a little glass, but the result is the same. 32-30, as we are now under 15 minutes to go in the ball game. Weisenbeck lobs it up ahead. Kendall Schmidt with the catch, right back to Weisenbeck. Natalie puts it on the left hip. Bounce it twice, now 3 times before picking up that dribble on the left wing. Swing it on top to Kendall Schmidt. Schmidt feigned a 3 ball. Instead goes to Weisenbeck. She'll dribble it between the rings, go right side. That's Kirkman with it above her head. Back to Weisenbeck, left elbow. Schmidt, 3-bomb on the way, long. Board is secured by Hosley for Edgar. Maria takes it across the 10-second line, right on top of the Wildcat. As it poked away by Kirkman, turnover number 13. Oh, she leaves it nicely for Weisenbeck. Left hand, you can book it. 4 now for Natalie. Still now tied once again at 32s. 14 minutes to go exactly here from Edgar. Into the forecourt. Manecki with it. Right side, Hackle. Ball on the left wing. Underneath. Get it down low. Back out. Manecki with the 2 is good. Manecki now has her first 2. And the Wildcats back on top, 34-32. Bone goes right side. Grundhofer right back to Bone. Double teamer on the baseline. Put it up, no. Follows her own shot. Puts it up and in. Working hard that time, Maddie Bone. She now has 12 points. And a reach-in foul going to be called on Kirkman. And for Kayla, it'll be her second personal and second team. Ashton Moore, as well as Marissa Ellenbecker, into the contest for the Cats. 8 ticks more than 13 minutes remaining. 34-34. In the inbounds. Dribble it to the left block and then kick it back out. With the ball, that's Hosley, and now we're going to get a jump ball, possession arrow, in favor of the Cats. Hosley to do the inbounding. Left to the basket as we see it. Takes it on the right baseline. Blocked out of there by Weisenbeck. Run down by Moore. Kick it out. Ellenbecker with a bounce pass that goes off the knee, and we got a timeout called by Coach Hermansky. Let's see if she wants a 30 or a full. She wants a full, so do we. You're listening to AM 1320 FHR.
Do you dread opening your cable or satellite bill each month? Tired of paying for a bunch of channels you don't even watch? Then maybe it's time you took a look at streaming TV. Streaming TV is simply a new way to get television content. Instead of using a traditional cable box or satellite dish, you can get programming delivered to your TV via the internet through a smart TV or streaming device. Skinnier channel items make streaming services budget-friendly and give you more control over which channels you pay for. Visit Solaris.net for a number of tools to help get you started. They'll help you calculate the internet speed you need, show you how to install your streaming device, and even help you decide which streaming service is best for you. For a limited time, you'll get a free Roku streaming stick when you sign up for Solaris Internet, so you can try streaming risk-free. So what do you say? Are you ready to kick your cable to the curb and start saving money by streaming TV? Solaris can help. Stop in, call, or visit them at Solaris.net to learn more.
Solaris Media Shower is currently available in Arkdale, Nakusa, Port Edwards, Rudolph, Wisconsin Rapids, and the town of Plover. Certain restrictions may apply.
12:49 remaining in our contest here from Edgar. It's been a good one. Score knotted at 34s, where it'll be Edgar basketball underneath their own hoop. As we come out of the TO, Gooden to do the honors. Does so to Moore. They'll swing it back out on top to Hosley. Right back to Gooden. Hosley on the top of the wheel now. Both teams playing man-to-man tonight. Long pass across. Kime, spin move with the right hand. Comes up short in the rebound, secured by Maddie Bone. She used up her dribble, so she's going to need some help. And finally, Kayla Kirkman provides that assistance. Kayla stops short of the 10-second line before passing it across to Schmidt. Down low, triple team on Bone. Right side, Kirkman for three. Yes. That's one way to stop the other team from packing it in. And it's 37-34. Royals' biggest lead tonight's been 4 points. Right now it's at 3. Edgar into the forecourt on the left wing. Kime goes to the basket, runs into Grunhofer and Bone. Bounce it on the backside. Push from behind, going to be whistled on Weisenbeck. And the basket by Ashton Moore is going to count. 3 fouls now on Natalie, 3 on the Royals. And that was the first points of the ball game for the senior. Moore knocks down the old-fashioned three-point play. And we're tied again at 37s. Sounding like a broken record here tonight. 11:55 to go as Weisenbeck takes the seat for Assumption. Hartley back in for her. 3-quarter court pressure. Up ahead, they got Kirkman wide open. She takes it baseline, tries to go across and has it batted right back at her by Kime. And now the ball goes into the backcourt. We're going to have a over and back violation on the Royals. Unofficially the 9th turnover of the night. Still 11 minutes and 42 seconds here in half number 2. And we still haven't settled anything. 37 each. Oh, to the rack with the left hand. Can't get it to go, Ellenbecker. She just sprinted down the paint. Just couldn't quite finish it. And a timeout going to be taken by Coach Klein.
This Assumption timeout is brought to you by Advantage Community Bank.
Coach Klein with the 30-second timeout as he's going to take this opportunity to chat with the girls and see if we can't break this 37-all tie. Let's see, halftime yesterday was something like 27-0, if I remember right, before the Packers rallied and almost won. Well, or not. Another heartbreaker. I know, at least the first half. I think everybody was kind of expecting a little bit more out of the Pack after reeling off something like 6 straight after losing to the 49ers, but tough running game, and Packers just unable to stop the run, and their run ends while the 49ers get to take the Chiefs on in the Super Bowl. I think it's February 2nd, if I remember right. 11:29 still here in regulation. 37-37. Assumption basketball. They're right below us right now in the inbounds. Hartley will trigger and do so to Schmidt. She catches in the backcourt, dribbles all the way to the top of the wheel, goes back to Kirkman. Picks up the dribble, wide open underneath. Kendall Schmidt somehow got free and banked home the little two-footer to give the Royals the lead back at 39-37. Hosley into the front court, gets double teamed. Kirkman knocks it away, but it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kayla. So Maria Hosley will inbound it right by her teammates. And she does so to Ellen Becker. Dribbles to the free throw line, keeps the dribble alive, now drops it for a moment. Pressure on, double dribbled it. Oh, she got away with it. Ball on the right side, Hosley with it. Left side, Moore. They just rotate the perimeter with the dribble, and now it goes off the leg on the bounce pass. And it'll be turnover unofficially number 15 now on the Wildcats. Coach Hermansky is going to send Maneki back into the ball game. I should say Maneki. I always want to say Maneki for some reason, but it's Maneki. Sorry, Skyley. Royals with the ball and the lead. Right side, Grundhofer. Left hand runner, good. Jesse Grundhofer, 4.5. 6 on the ball game. Royals tie their biggest lead of the night at 4. Now it's 41-37. 4 straight points out of that timeout. Turning the edge, running right into Bone. Bone just stays straight, vertical, hands up, and the ball pops free, and here come the Royals. There's Hartley off the glass, and the Royals now have their biggest lead of the ball game. And Coach Hermansky says, I've seen enough out of that run. Let's call a timeout. She'll take a full, so will I. Back with more from Edgar right after this.
Join the roster at Aspirus Riverview Hospital and Clinics. Whether you're a rookie or an old pro, Aspirus Riverview Scouts are looking for players with MVP potential. And you don't need to be a medical professional to make the team. There are opportunities in a wide variety of careers. Apply for a tryout today at aspirus.org/careers. Aspirus, passion for excellence, compassion for people.
Looking for an easy way to send or receive money? At Paper City Savings, we offer the latest in technology with person-to-person transfers. Now you can transfer money anywhere within the United States at any time using email or your mobile phone. And the best part is, it's free. Paper City Savings, located in Wisconsin Rapids, Nakusa, and Plover. Paper City Savings, a proud sponsor of area high school sports, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
8 ticks more than 10 minutes remaining here in half number 2 as the Royals went on a nice little 6-0 tear after that timeout taken by Coach Klein. Now let's see how the Wildcats respond after a timeout by Coach Hermansky. See Wildcats on the court. Sammy Nelson, Maria Hartley, Kayla Kirkman, Jess Grundhofer, and Maddie Bone. Wildcats, Ellen Becker with the dribble. Across the 10-second stripe. She'll bounce it on the right-hand side to Rauch. Rauch just checked in during that timeout, the sophomore. Has it knocked away from her out of bounds, so by the scorer's table, Desiree Hosley to inbound it. Throws it way in the back court to Ellen Becker. The left-hand dribble, and on to the right-hand wing to Maneki. Left side running into Grundhofer, and when she ran into Jess, ball popped free, and the Royals pick it up. And here come the Royals looking to extend the 6-point advantage. Hartley has it poked away. Ball is free on the floor. Can Maneki get to it? She does. She's in the lane. Left-hand jumper by Keim is good. Gabby Keim now has 11 points, so the Royals, instead of going up by 8, the lead has dwindled down to 4. but they do have possession with 9:15 remaining. Ball on the left baseline. Try to get it inside to Bone. Knocked out of bounds. Good defensive effort by Ellenbecker. Gooden will replace Hosley for Coach Urmanski. 9:10 remaining. Assumption by 4. Maddie Bone to inbound it from the left side of the basket. Her right, our left. Does so to Nelson. Grundhofer right back to Bone. Thought about the 3 in the corner, thought better of it. Grundhofer didn't take the 3 either. She'll dribble it to the left elbow before leaving for Nelson, who then goes to Hartley. Maria picks up that dribble. Right side, Grundhofer. Bone inside the arc, straight away. Bounce it 3 times with the right hand, and goes to Grundhofer, who'll go to Nelson, who's about 3 feet away. Sammy with the left-hand dribble to the right elbow, down the paint, put up the shot, partially blocked, out of bounds. We'll keep it on the Royals' end. 8:38, still in regulation. 4-point Royal advantage. This time we'll inbound it from the right side of the basket for Grundhofer. Jess gets the handoff from the official, inbounds it to Bone, thinks again about a 3, but will not let the ball fly. Grundhofer down on the block. There's Bone, put it up, no, partially blocked. Good defense that time by Roush. And here come the Wildcats on the fly, pulled away by Bone, and we'll keep it down here. It's left of the basket, but a little bit more towards the sideline for Edgar on this inbound. Manecki to do the honors for Coach Urmanski. Looking, lobbing it to the free throw line. Tough little teardrop jumper. No, Bone with the rebound. Pivots away and nobody's on Grundhofer. She breaks free downfield. Touchdown for Grundhofer. She got behind the defense that time and Rogers let it fly. 45-39. Exactly 8 minutes to go here from Edgar. Wildcats in the front court. Manecki, couple of dribbles with the left hand. Now goes back on the right side to Roush. She'll skip it all the way across the top. That's Gooden with it. Lets the 3-ball fly. Short right but long rebound to Roush. Dribble it against Bone. Ball's free for a moment. Manecki underneath. Good look. Kime spins. Knocked out of bounds. Nice hands by Hartley. A little more than 7.5 to go as Coach Klein rotates back in Weisenbeck and Schmidt. Grundhofer and Nelson taking a seat for the Royals. Inbound in front of the fans for the Wildcats. Nice little run around, bank shot. Oh my, that was a tough, nice shot by Marissa Ellenbecker. She has 4.5, 6 on the night, and the Royals lead is down to 4. Schmidt has the ball partially tipped, caught by Hartley, and then stripped right out of her hands. And a foul going to be called on Hartley as down to the floor goes Ellenbecker. So for Maria, it'll be personal foul number 1, team foul number 4. 7 minutes and 15 seconds still remaining. 45-41 Royals. Manecki to inbound it to the left of the basket. She's looking and goes way out on top to Roush. The handoff right back to Manecki. Keep the dribble, turn the edge. And back to Roush. Roush runs into Bone. Blocked by Bone, but they'll say that she reached over the top, got a little bit of the body. Personal foul number 3.
Assumption foul, number 52, Madeline Bone, her 3rd, team's 5th.
So Desiree Roush has not scored, has not shot a free throw until right now. Ball's in the air, and it is short. Hit the front of the rim, tried to crawl over, but fell a little bit to the right.
And for Assumption, number 32, Jessie Grundhofer.
Kaylee Davis back into the ball game for the Wildcats. Jess Grundhofer replacing Maddie Bone, who just picked up her 3rd personal. She might sit for a minute or so, catch her breath, get us a little bit closer to the end of the ball game where she'll still have 2 fouls to play with. Next free throw on the way. This one's a little bit too hard off the bracket, so a little bit of an over adjustment that time. And the Royals still with the 4-point lead with exactly 7 minutes to go. Weisenbeck will go to Schmidt. Left side Kirkman. Kayla on top. rotate the perimeter left to right, dump it underneath, left side. Tough shot and it went. Oh my goodness. Oh, Kendall Schmidt just kind of caught and tossed it up with her left hand, banked it off the glass. They're going to say, we're going to count it. And she'll get a free throw as well. So Roush picks up her second on the team. I think if we'd asked Kendall to be truthful, she says she was surprised it went in. Royals by 6, looking to go up by 7. Yes. Kendall with 5 here in half number 2. She's got 9 on the ball game. And the lead, the largest, at 7 for Assumption. Gooden at the top of the wheel. Left hand, free throw line. Bounce back out on the top to Davis. She'll go to Keim. Keim crosses the dribble into a triple team. Back out to Davis. Bounce it twice, 3 times with the right hand before leaving it for Manecki. Right back over to Davis. Little ball fake. Dribble it within about 15 feet of the basket before leaving it to Keim. Goes against Grundhofer. Poke checked away. Turnover number 18, and the Royals out on the fly. Kirkman, right side, almost dragged a pivot foot. Goes over to Weisenbeck. Nobody stops her. Puts it up off the glass too hard. And the rebound secured by Gabby Keim. 2 seconds, under 6 minutes to go. Royals still by 7. Davis on the right wing. And it off to Manecki. Left side. Gooden for 3. A little bit short. Rebound secured by Grundhofer. Look out, Jess. Goes left side. That's Weisenbeck pushing it up the court in front of the Royal bench. Now Schmidt right in front of Coach Klein. Dribbles it with the right hand away from Coach. Picks up that dribble. Grundhofer. Lob it underneath. Weisenbeck with the finish. No, too hard. She is just beside herself. She's twins now. She can't believe she missed that one. Tough run down the paint, and going to call a block on the Royals as McKenna Gooden just kind of threw herself right down the paint and drew the foul.
Assumption foul, number 20, Kendall Schmidt, her second, team 6. McKenna Gooden at the line shooting 2.
So Gooden, who is 6 for 6 from the free throw line. Free throw on the way and good. One of those situations a lot of times when the player's a little bit out of control, they won't call the foul, but she got a break that time. And she'll get another free throw. Maddie Bone back in, about like we said, at about the 5-minute mark. Still got those 2 fouls to play with. She's back into the ball game. Sammy Nelson as well. She's out there with Kirkman, Weisenbeck, and Grundhofer. Perfect from the line right now. Still perfect. I don't know if Gooden's hit the rim on those free throws. Just nothing but whoosh. 5:20 to go. 5-point lead for the Royals. Look out from behind. Double team on Grundhofer. Give it back to Nelson, and she'll take it across the 10-second stripe. Reverses the dribble. Right side Kirkman. Underneath Grundhofer. Tried to drop step. Couldn't. Kirkman's going to let a 3-ball fly. Partially blocked. And the ball rebound cleared up ahead to Manecki. Left-hand dribble. Stops at the arc. Goes right side. 3-ball on the way. No. Board for the Royals. Maddie Bone. Gooden couldn't get it to go that time. Weisenbeck bounces it. Tries to get it across the baseline to Grundhofer, but just overlet her by a little bit. And turnover on the Royals. Keep it at 48-43. 4-4-4 on the second half clock. You can't make that up, can you? So the Wildcats take it across the 10-second stripe. Pass it on the right wing to Hackle. Keeps the dribble as an option, but passes it instead on top to Gooden. She'll try to turn the edge. Got a screen over there from Moore, but then picked up that dribble. Hosley checked into the ball game, that last horn. Leave it to Hackle. In some trouble. Right back over to Hosley. Roll to the top of the wheel, reverse the dribble, go down the paint, put up the runner with the left hand. It won't go. And a little reach in, and they're going to say it's going to be Edgar basketball as that time Maddie Bone tried to pull it away from the defender, and when she did so, they said she touched it last. So we'll give turnover number 13 unofficially to the Royals. 6 ticks over, 4 minutes still to go in regulation. From Edgar, Royals by 5. Hosley receives the inbounds on the right baseline. They'll get it down low, kick it back out, and then just simply losing the basketball. You could tell the groan of the crowd as Hackle couldn't hang on to it, and the Royals take turnover number 19 and say thank you very much. Pass it on top, Weisenbeck. Royals looking for a screen and rolling. Ooh, almost a INT that time. And then a double dribble on Nelson. So the tough defensive pressure causes the TO. As Gabby Kime will come back in and replace Teresa Heckel for Coach Hermansky. 3:43, that's the time. 48-43, that's the score. And Assumption by 5, but it's Edgar's basketball. Mosley, left side, Kime. Kime pounds it once, and that's it. Then bounces it. Bone lucky she didn't get a reach around from behind. Leave it for Hosley. Free throw line jumper. No. Long rebound, Kime. Right side, Manecki. Davis for 3. No. Excuse me, that was Moore for 3. And the rebound finally comes out to Bone. Double team in the backcourt. Looking to triple team Kirkman. She dribbles it behind the back. Going to have to get that thing across the timeline and did not do so. The Royal crowd knew it was getting close to 10. They're like, go, and it was just a little too late. We'll look at the replay and see if there was actually 10 seconds off the clock later. For you watching at home, maybe you can figure it out on your own, right? Unofficially, turnover number 15 now on Assumption. As we approach the 3-minute mark now, and the Assumption still holding on to the 48-43 lead. Maria Hosley, right wing to Gooden, to Manecki. Skyley with the basketball, left side Hosley. Pick up that dribble. Moore has it between the rings. To Kime. Long 2-ball on the way. That comes up short off the rim, and once again, Maddie Bone with just another rebound. Kirkman look out from behind Kayla as they're coming trying to double team her, and she gets it off into the hands of Nelson before getting it poked away from behind. So the Royals can reload the offense now with 2:25 to go. Well, they can use a little patience right here. They got the 5-point lead, basketball, and time on their side at 2:18. Kirkman had a wide open look from the top of the wheel, but not looking for the shot, really. And why should they? Get it down low to Bone instead. She lost the dribble for a second, and then it's knocked out of bounds. Boy, she lost it, almost doubled that dribble. And with 2:02, it'll still be Royal basketball. Roche and Ellenbecker back in the ball game, replacing Moore and Manecki. And Coach Hermansky calls the timeout. She wants a 30-second timeout. I think we'll keep it here. We're down to our final 2 minutes and 2 seconds. It's just been a nice, fun ball game here to do tonight. We hope you're enjoying it as well. Here on AM 1320 WFHR, as well as on the World Wide Web at WFHR.com and ZaleskiSports.com. Don Chesborough back in the studios engineering our broadcast. We thank him and Gene Delisio for his work at halftime. Steve Maves of Zaleski Sports next to me here. Had a real nice trip up here to Edgar. Decided to take the circuitous route, and I think we made that hour trip in just an hour and a half. We had a good time. We hope you're having a good time as well. It's always a good time when we cover basketball or any sport, high school-wise, because they're just doing it for fun. And we're having fun with them. So it'll be Royal basketball, 2:02 to go, 48-43 as we come out of the TO. And it'll be Kendall Schmidt to inbound it to the right of the basket. And does so immediately to Maddie Bone. She's behind the arc on the right baseline, dribbles it with the left hand twice, and dribbled it off her foot. Both bodies go to the floor. They're trying to get a tie-up, but well done by Kime as she is able to take it away. And then she throws it right into the hands of Grunhofer. So turnover for both teams there. And we're down to $1:45 to go. And Kirkman going to fire three. Too long. Bone with the rebound. And we're going to get a foul. That's going to be whistled against Desiree Rausch. Going to be number 2 on Desiree. 3 here in half, number 2 on Edgar. And we're down to 1:39. Well, really, you just want to run out clock because you got the Edgar Wildcats beat right now. Look out from behind. They try to double team Bone. She rips it away. And Weisenbeck gets a reach-in foul on McKenna Gooden. That's going to be her third. And it's only the 4th team, so they're going to have to foul 3 more times before the Royals go to the free throw line. So you might as well hack a shack here and try to. Maybe you'll get the steal, and if not, you get the foul and stop the clock. So Sammy Nelson comes in for Kendall Schmidt. Looking, and it's batted away by Skyly Manecki into the Royal crowd. So Sammy Nelson goes right back out for Kendall Schmidt, and they'll let Natalie Weisenbeck inbound it instead. They throw it way up high to Bone. She'll hand it off to Weisenbeck. She'll turn the edge, dribble, gets double teamed in the corner, gets pushed, gets shoved. And we've got a jump ball. It'll be Royal basketball. Turns the arrow over, so we'll call it a turnover. 85 ticks remaining. 48-43. We've been stuck on that score for about the last hour and a half, I think. Inbound to Grundhofer. Catch, kiss, finish. And the Royals lead it by 7. That happened as quick as we could call it. Maybe quicker. Manecki, handoff. Left side, Gooden picks up that dribble. Back around to Ellenbecker. Puts up a wild shot, doesn't go. Ball on the floor, blocked by Bone. Picked out of there by Weisenbeck. Timeout taken by Coach Klein. He wants a full 60 ticks to go. Royals by 7. I'll step out with them. You're listening. AM 1320 FHR.
And now the continuing adventures of Captain Collision.
Aha, the phone. Hello, Mankey's Automotive and Collision Center.
Hi, Captain Collision. I was backing out of the driveway and trying to text my friend and hit the snowbank thingy, and boom. Know what I mean?
Of course. Of course, Rob and the rest of the Mankey team can fix anything. They can give you a free estimate, free pickup and delivery, and a lifetime warranty on your repair work. Now let's get to work. Mankey's Automotive and Collision Repair, 25th Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids. We meet the nicest people by accident.
Why wait for the first cold day to find out your furnace doesn't work? Call Comfort Air Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, your local Bryant dealer, for a clean and check to guarantee your system runs safely and efficiently all winter long. From heating installations to maintenance and repair, our Bryant experts do whatever it takes to make cozy and warm the new norm. And with our licensed plumbers, trust Comfort Air for your home's complete care.
Visit comfortair.biz. That's comfortair.biz.
Can't think of a much better way to spend a couple of bucks on a Monday night, right? What a fun night, huh? 50-43, Assumption Royals by 7. Exactly 1 minute on the clock. As we come out of the timeout, it'll be Royals basketball. Only 4 team fouls on Edgar, so they'll have to foul 3 more times before the Royals are shooting free throws. Looking. Oh, they got Bone on the left side, didn't see her, got it to Grundhofer. They don't foul her, they just try to double team. Kendall Schmidt now with the left hand. Lob it up ahead to Bone. Has it go through her hands, but run down by Weisenbeck. Now they try to bounce it, and Gooden goes to the floor. Great hustle. She looks like she's okay. She went down hard. I think she's all right. It's good to see. I think the official making sure she is. So they played just 13 seconds and still did not get a foul out of that exchange. So the inbounds, they go to Grundhofer. Jesse with the left-hand dribble. Edgar with 14 fouls. They get it underneath to Grundhofer. Royals aren't looking to score. They're just looking to run out the clock. And for some reason, Edgar not fouling. There's the reach in. And Coach Hermansky's been yelling fire. I got to believe that means foul. I'm surprised that we haven't seen the department show up here with the hoses. Oh, my goodness. So Ellenbecker, her first. That's only team foul number 5. They still have to foul. And now a reach-in going to be called on Rausch. There's one of the disadvantages of not getting called for fouls during the entire half, because then you've got to foul a lot. And sometimes people are hesitant to do that because you're trained not to foul. Backdoor lob off the glass. You can book it. Natalie Weisenbeck. They're going to give you 2. You're going to take it. Up by 9 with 20 ticks to go. Royals are going to win it here on the road, just as Edgar did up in Assumption earlier this year. Reach in, steal by the Royals as Grundhofer has it. Don't foul now, right? Now it's too late. They look up ahead. Kirkman tipped away. Gun's going to sound. Ball game. And the Assumption Royals break a 26-26 halftime tie. It was 37-37 Then they went on a 6-0 run and really were never able to lose that lead after that point and end up winning it by the final of 52-43. I'm going to add up some numbers. Coach Klein said he'd stop up after the ball game and have a quick chat with us. We'll do all of that right after this. You're listening to Assumption Royal Basketball here, AM 1320, WFHR, as well as on the World Wide Web at WFHR.com and ZaleskiSports.com.
Not feeling on your game lately? Let the pros at Aspirus Riverview Behavioral Health help. With a roster that includes psychiatrists, nurse practitioners, licensed clinical social workers, and nurses. These all-stars are helping meet our community's need for mental health and substance abuse services. Start your comeback today with the help of Aspirus Riverview Behavioral Health. Aspirus, passion for excellence, compassion for people.
Do you dread opening your cable or satellite bill each month? Tired of paying for a bunch of channels you don't even watch? Then maybe it's time you took a look at streaming TV. Streaming TV is simply a new way to get television content. Instead of using a traditional cable box or satellite dish, you can get programming delivered to your TV via the internet through a smart TV or streaming device. Skinnier channel lineups make streaming services budget-friendly and give you more control over which channels you pay for. Visit Solaris.net for a number of tools to help get you started. They'll help you calculate the internet speed you need, show you how to install your streaming device, and even help you decide which streaming service is best for you. For a limited time, you'll get a free Roku streaming stick when you sign up for Solaris Internet, so you can try streaming risk-free. So what do you say? Are you ready to kick your cable to the curb and start saving money by streaming TV? Solaris can help. Stop in, call, or visit them at Solaris.net to learn more.
Solaris Media Shower is currently available in Arkdale, Nakusa, Port Edwards, Rudolph, Wisconsin Rapids, and the town of Plover. Certain restrictions may apply.
Don't take chances with do-it-yourself plumbing. Call the experts at Comfort Air Heating Cooling Plumbing. More than your trusted Bryant dealer, Comfort Air also has a licensed master plumber on staff who ensures watertight service every time. Whether it's fixing a leaky faucet, repairing a broken water heater, or installing a new toilet. When you need plumbing done right, or help with your Bryant heating or cooling system, trust the team who always does whatever it takes.
Visit comfortair.biz. That's comfortair.biz.
Looking for an easy way to send or receive money? At Paper City Savings, we offer the latest in technology with person-to-person transfers. Now you can transfer money anywhere within the United States at any time using email or your mobile phone. And the best part is, it's free. Paper City Savings, located in Wisconsin Rapids, Nakusa, and Plover. Paper City Savings, a proud sponsor of area high school sports, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sports injuries are increasingly common for high school and college athletes, weekend warriors, and elite pros. Knees, shoulders, and elbows are complex structures. Wisconsin River Orthopedics features skilled board-certified orthopedic surgeons and sports medicine specialists willing and able to get you back in action. They also offer in-house physical and occupational therapy, which may be all you need. For the most effective solutions relieving pain and restoring lives right here in Wisconsin Rapids, contact WROinstitute.com or call 424-1881.
Back here from Edgar High School, where it was a dandy here on a Monday night as the Assumption Royals tied at 26 at the break and 37s midway through that second half. Just kind of went on a little 6-0 tear and then just gradually pulled away, outscoring Edgar 26-17 in half number 2 to win it by the final of 52-43, which actually, Steve, I think was their biggest margin of lead of the night with that final run here. And Coach Klein now running up here to join us, and he made that about twice as fast as I got through the first 2 steps. Coach, congratulations. Nice W again tonight.
Yeah, that one felt good. We definitely owed one to Edgar because they really took it to us the first time. So we cleaned it up and didn't turn the ball over 26 times. I don't know where we were at. Maybe halfway there. What'd you have us for?
I had you for 17.
Well, not quite halfway, but we'll take it.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, they really play good, tough pressure defense.
Oh, yeah, they're all over the place. And anticipating, well, some of their girls, Ellen Becker and Gooden, I mean, those two are like, I don't know, a coach's dream You know, the way they contest defensively without fouling and just work their tails off. And then they're good on the offensive end too. So, yeah, it was a tough opponent, and you know, our first game on the road in like 6 games. So I was a little leery. You know, I didn't know how we were going to play on the road. So big win for us.
These last 2 ball games, I think what I've seen, you guys have performed very well, and I just might be on the bus with you every time you leave now.
That works for me.
You know, talking about those turnovers, though, I think really because it was a little bit different type of pressure that you got from Pacelli. This team much more pressure, intense. I think that most of your turnovers came very early until your girls made the adjustment of how physical they played.
Yeah, I mean, the 2 things that we stressed at the beginning of the game was ball fakes and contested catches. Those are the 2 things I write on the board. And like the contested catches comes down to just like 50-50 balls or whatever it is. They're going to be there. You know, they're going to want the ball. The opening tip, the ball gets tipped down in front of us, and they go grab it instead of us, and they go get a layup. And then it was layup after layup after layup. And so, yeah, it took us a little while to warm up to it, but our girls kept battling, and it was, I mean, at times a resilient effort out of some of them, and some of them are just starting to play consistently well, which is what we need them to do at this time of the year.
Here's a kudos to Coach Klein. It was like close the whole while. Tied at the break. It was 37-37. You called just a perfect timeout. You went on a 6-0 run, and from there you just kind of gradually pulled away.
I don't really remember that, so thank you.
No, I think that was the turning point of the ball game, because you did get that little run right after that.
Well, I thought the turning point of the game was when I started yelling obnoxiously loud because the rest of the gym was. So I just tried to quiet it down a little bit and refocus.
Good strategy there, Coach. I like that. You know, the other thing was the balance in your scoring tonight. You had 4 players, 2 in double figures, but it was like 12, 10, 9, 8. And when you can get 4 players that are all averaging about 10 points a ball game, you might win a lot of ball games.
Yeah, yep. That's the name of the game. It doesn't take 1, it takes 5, and we got more than that right now. So if we continue to play well, it's going to be something fun.
Yeah, I think one of the things you and I talked about off air is you had like a nice little 7-man, maybe 9-man rotation working right now, and I think everybody is just feeling pretty comfortable with their roles.
Yeah, and that's huge too with good teams. You know, you don't have any selfish play out there, and I mean, I know these girls are not selfish in the least. So that's awesome. That's what it takes.
Now on Friday, you travel up to Prentice, and they're in 2nd place in the Marawood North. Do you know anything about them besides that?
I know that the game's on Friday, and we got plenty of time to learn.
That's all you need to know, right? Coach, thanks a lot for your time. Appreciate it. Congratulations.
You bet. Thanks, Randy.
That's Coach Ryan Klein of the Assumption Royals, who are victorious here tonight by the final of 52-43. Let's quickly run through some of those stats for you. First of all, for Betty Ermansky's Edgar Wildcats, who now fall to 9-6 on the season, 6-4 in the Marawood Conference. They were led in scoring by McKenna Gooden, who had 15 points, and Gabby Keim just 2 behind with 13. After that, it was Marissa Ellenbecker with 6, 3 points for Ashton Moore, and 3 girls with 2 points apiece, Skyly Manecki, Teresa Hackle, and Kaylee Davis. 12 for 16 from the free throw line. They did a nice job of shooting free throws, 75%, and I had them unofficially for 20 points. For the Assumption Royals, like we said, 4 players within 10-point average, just about. 10 for Jessie Grunhofer and 12 for Maddie Bone, so they were the 2 in double digits. 9 for Kendall Schmidt. 8 points for Sammy Nelson. Nice little ball game for Sammy. And after that, it was 6 points for Natalie Weisenbeck, 4 for Maria Hartley, and 3 points for Kayla Kirkman. 6 for 9 from the free throw line. Royals also shooting the ball very well from the charity stripe, and they turned it over 17 times. So the Assumption Royals victorious here tonight by the final of 52-43. I want to thank Coach Klein for coming up and sharing a little bit of time with us. So for Don Chesborough back at our studios is also Gene Delisio in his halftime feature. For Steve Maves, this is Randy Paul saying so long, everybody, as you've been listening to victorious Assumption Royal basketball here, AM 1320 WFHR.